Yes, good to go. So, hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. And as you all know, today we are here for the beautiful event of storytelling. Till now, we had many events of technical stuff, but now it's a time of storytelling. And for this event, we have Mr. Alok with us. He's a PR content expert, business writer, and storyteller at Value 360. Welcome, sir. Good evening, and welcome to Squad Growth. How are you doing?
Thank you, Shaurya. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here.
It's pleasure to have you here, sir.
Same.
Hmm. So people, if you have any question, then just put in the message section. As you all know, we take your all questions. So sir, let's start with your journey. Please introduce yourself, like how you started all this and what's your journey. Please tell us about that.
Okay, so let me give you a little background. So I am from a small and very peaceful town called Bhilai. It's in Chhattisgarh. So I did my schooling from there, and then I went to Delhi for my graduation. I did my graduation in BCom from Delhi University, followed by two diplomas from Bharati Vidya Bhavan, one in marketing and advertising, and another in mass communication. So meanwhile, I started working, and since then I've been mostly working with PR agencies only. So yeah, that's how it just started. And apart from this, in my downtime, I love to binge watch series and movies on OTT platforms, and sometimes I also like to play sports like badminton and football. Yeah,
That's great, sir. In fact, I too like badminton. Yeah.
great, great.
So, sir, we are having the event of storytelling. So, why do we call like the headline of our event is the art of storytelling? So, why do we call storytelling
Okay.
an art?
I think, Shaurya, more than an art, I think it's a skill. I mean, like right now, if you see, brands and businesses, they are, rapidly hiring people, hiring marketeers and, writers who are good storytellers. So I think it's a skill more than an art. And, you can develop it over the years. Obviously, you cannot learn it overnight. But yeah, so it takes time, and it takes good time to, read, write, watch a lot of content, consume a lot of content. And yeah, so surely, after a few years, I think you will be able to, write things that have good storytelling.
Yeah, got it. So, you discuss like we are discussing storytelling, and it is all about the creative ideas, like how creative one can be. So,
Right.
how to think of the creative ideas or the creative stories?
Okay, so I think the best way to come up with good ideas is to consume a lot of content, uh, any kind of content, be it articles, be it videos, interviews, podcasts, anything that interests you. And yeah, and apart from this, I think you can also watch stand-up comedy for that, because that's also a good platform to uh, come up with good ideas and all. So, and I think in addition, apart from consuming content, you should also be a good listener and observer, because that's what helps you to open your brain, and it will make you think differently at some point. So yeah, that's how ideas gets created. And also, whenever you come up with a good idea, you should always pen it down or record it, so that you don't forget it and you can come back to it later. So yeah.
Yeah, and actually discussed about consuming content. I myself consume a lot of content, and especially the
Okay.
podcast of Raj
Yeah.
Shamani and Ranveer Abadia. My
Amazing, amazing.
favorite. Yes. So nowadays a lot of brands are doing storytelling. Like they hire the best and best storyteller. They promote their ad campaigns like a story. So what do
Yeah.
you think? Like does storytelling promote their brand in a much better way? What's your take on this?
See, yeah, of course. I mean, storytelling is no more a, no more an option. It's actually become a necessity now. Without storytelling, I think a brand is just a, hollow product. As customers, you will know that it exists, but you will never be, I mean, you will never want to come to it. You will never want to explore it. So I think that's why, and this is where storytelling comes in. So, and also, most importantly, to build that emotional, I mean, deep emotional connect with consumers, storytelling is a must. Without that, just offering them good service or good quality products, that's just not enough. You have to incorporate storytelling in your strategy. So that's what I feel, because today almost every other brand is doing storytelling. It's investing in storytelling, and that's why it's also an opportunity for writers, marketeers, and everyone. I mean, anyone who wants to, uh, I mean, take writing as their career.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So there is a question. What is PR? Please explain it.
Okay, so PR is, I mean, full form, we all know, public relations. So PR is, we cannot call it marketing, but it's kind of marketing. It's under the aegis of mass communication, but the objective is almost, same, like that of marketing and advertising. So PR is, any brand invests in PR because, I mean, to create that online presence and offline presence in the market and maintain it throughout the journey. So that is, PR in its very simplest sense.
Got it. So basically, it's on almost 80% related to marketing. We can
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
yep,
We can say that. Yeah.
yes. And storytelling is related to somewhere related to like human connect. It is just based
Yes,
on
exactly.
connect how good can some brand can connect with a human or yeah, with a person. So with what factor you relate storytelling? Like, is it related to emotion or crazy behavior or energy or any other factor? So what is it?
I think emotion is the biggest part of storytelling, because and also in India, if you look at the ads and movies and everything, it has that emotional connect. Without that, again, like I mentioned, a brand is like a hollow product. So that emotional connect is very important in, especially in today's digital first world, when we have access to so much content, and also we don't even need TVs and laptops. We just need a smartphone to access all these. So yeah, so that way I think storytelling is crucial, and of course in terms of emotional connect.
Yeah, got it. There is another question. What business
Okay.
writer do? I don't know about it. Please explain.
Business writers, are actually content writers. So there are two types of content: short form content and long form content. So
Yep.
short form content includes, like website copy, taglines. That is mostly done by copywriters, and content writers mostly involved in long form contents, like authored articles, then press releases, then there are press notes, then question and answers, Q&As. So these are the kind of two types of content. So yeah, uh, can you repeat your question once again?
Yeah, sure. So the question was, what business writer do?
Yeah, so a business writer is, of course, he writes articles, mainly authored articles, and the kind of content that a CEO uh, would want to convey his core message to the audience, or to his target audience. So yeah, so business writer is like, he's the writing assistant of the founder of a company, or CEO of the company. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So does business writer also include the type of content which going to publish in the media?
Yes, 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 of course.
Okay. That's good. Um, what do your company do?
It's a PR agency. So we take care of traditional and digital content both. So the kind of articles, press releases, Q&As, even website content, then social media posts. So it's a 360-degree end-to-end service provider.
Okay. You discussed the term here, a traditional content. What's that? Can you please elaborate it?
Traditional content is more like the offline content, like the content which we read on newspapers.
Okay.
uh, yeah, so the traditional platforms like radio,
Hmm.
television, and the modern or new age content is of course digital platforms,
Okay, okay, got it.
mainly social media. Yeah, social
Hmm.
media and all those platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is another question. Can you give an
Okay.
example of a brand storyteller? I think he's asking that can you give an example of a brand which is doing storytelling?
So see, you can pick any brand, like uh, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, or any brand, from across any industry. Every brand is, like I said, every brand is investing in storytelling. So you can just Google it. I mean, any brand. Like I think you should go with Amul or PepsiCo. So you can read about it in detail on the internet only with examples.
Got it. Mm. Guys, if you have any question, then just put in the message section. I'm telling you this again in case you forget. Nowadays, people are using storytelling in their personal brand also. Like we see a lot of influencers, or I would not say a lot of influencer. Every influencer is
Yeah.
using some kind of storytelling. Like let's take the example of Ranveer Labadia. He's saying that
Okay.
I guess you know him.
Yeah.
Yep. So he said that that he used to take drugs in his initial days, and then
Right.
he become a trainer and all this. So
Yes.
if somebody wants to start his or her own brand, how story can be enhanced, or how should they present themselves
Okay.
in the front of people, in the front of audience?
Okay. So I think before you create a brand, I think you should actually work on why should your brand exist. What value it can add to the customers. So you should work on those things first before creating a brand, and of course you should be honest. And at the same time, when you share your story with the audience or customers, so you have to make sure that your story is not boring. So that's why you have to edit a lot. So I mean, you have to remove all the boring stuff, and you have to keep only the interesting stuff that audience would find intriguing. So yeah, so
Okay.
these are, I think, yeah, a couple of things that you need to make sure you do it the right way.
Mm-hmm. Mm. How to increase engagement with the story? That's another question we have in our Discord.
Okay, with a story. So I think firstly you should share it with as many people as you can across different platforms. So, and apart from that, I think the moment when you share, you just wait for a couple of days, and then you will also get the feedback, the comments and everything. So you will understand that what is your story lacking right now. So accordingly you have to make those changes. So yeah, so that's how you can improve, and of course enhance that storytelling and boost your reach.
Okay, got it. Can you suggest some platforms? I think that's the question. I think he's asking that can you suggest some platform for writing stuff?
Platforms for writing stuff, like I mean that paid platforms or that pays you, or freelance writing stuff. I mean, can you be a little bit clear about it?
I think the question is, can you suggest some platform where he or she can post and where they can gain the engagement, they can interact with people?
Okay, got it. So yeah, I think the best platform right now is LinkedIn. I have been using it, and I think it is the best place to create and post good content. And also you can read about a lot of people and how they are creating content, so you can, it's an opportunity to learn from them, also learn from the best. So I think LinkedIn is one of the best platforms. And apart from that, I think, yeah, Instagram for short content, short form content, mainly pictures and short captions. And apart from that, Facebook is also a good platform, but I would recommend LinkedIn and then Instagram. So yeah.
Yep. Guys, if you have any other question, put it in the message section. We are here to take your questions. Hmm. Okay, I have this question. Like, this is not in posted in our Discord. I personally have this question. Like,
Okay.
so when a new YouTuber, let's take the example of YouTuber or the person who make some informational content on any social media platform, it's
Yeah.
hard to gain the engagement. It's
Right.
hard to when he or she is beginning his career in that field. It's hard to gain the engagement or the likes or the
Yeah.
comments of people. So how they can improve themselves at that time, like only by observing themselves, or is there any other thing, like how can we improve the one who is starting the career in the creating content field?
See, first of all, you have to do your research before you create and post content. And once it is decided that yes, this is the field that interests you, so then you have to be consistent. You have to post your content consistently, like every alternate day or every week. So you have to be consistent in that approach. And apart from that, yes, when you observe others posting content, and when you learn from those content pieces, so you have to work on your thing, that what is not working. And a lot of people will comment, and that will be a great feedback for you, that where is it not working. So that way you can implement those changes and enhance the quality of your content. So this is the the process in very short. And the main thing is to be consistent, because once you just break take a break, and it gets longer and longer, then you will eventually lose that presence. So yeah, so to avoid that, you have to be consistent and keep making those changes, and keep posting. I think that's the simple mantra, and I think everyone follows that. There is no other approach, but you cannot skip this process. That's what I mean.
Got it. Can you please elaborate your job? That's a question in our Discord.
Okay, so right now I'm a content manager, and in our agency we create, like I already mentioned, we create press releases, articles, Q&As, and sometimes website content also. So that's the main focus area. That's the main KRA. And apart from that, being a manager, I also manage a team of 3 to 4 writers, and I edit their first drafts. Like they create a first draft of an article, they give it to me, then I edit it, make those changes, and then finalize it before sending it to the client. So yeah, that's the main role that I play in my current organization.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hmm. People, if you have any other question, put it in the message section. We are waiting for your question. Till then, if anybody is posting any question, would you like to give a suggestion or advice to the beginners who are just starting their career in the storytelling field?
Yeah, I would tell them to read a lot. It can be anything. It can be articles. It can be novels, and you have to read a lot. And also, apart from reading, you have to experimenting. I mean, you have to keep experimenting with your writing skills, sometimes, even if I tell you my story, so I was always shy of writing. But eventually when it became a profession, then I had no choice but to write a lot. But what I would suggest is that if you start practicing writing from the very beginning, it will help you a lot over the years. And obviously when you land a job, then it will be very helpful.
Got it. As a
Yeah. So
storyteller,
writing yeah.
please continue. Please continue.
So yeah, I was saying that reading, writing, and consuming content from uh, various sources, interviews, movies, series, that's how you actually enhance your brain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got it. There is another question. As a storyteller, do you read books?
Yes.
So can you name some of them? If like which
Like
do you read fiction books or business, or which kind of book?
I rarely read fictions. I used to read fictions a few years ago, but right now, mainly self-help books interest me more. So I am currently reading The Psychology of Money. So it's a great book. It's about money and the small habits. How you. It's not only about saving money, but it's it's actually explores the entire realm of money. So that's one of the books I'm reading. And also I recently read Ankur Wariku's Do Epic Shit. So that's another great book. So yeah, I'm
The
currently reading self-help books more than fiction.
you discussed about Anku Wariko, and I think he also used this storytelling in promoting his own book. Like he's a great
Exactly, yeah.
storyteller, I would say. Like he's providing a
Exactly, yeah.
lot of good content on LinkedIn, YouTube, but I would say he's a very good storyteller.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
So he has proved that you don't have to be a writer to become a good storyteller. So storytelling is like a skill that anybody can learn over the years. So it's not like there is not a specific process that can help you achieve this skill. You can do it through various sources, and yes, just you have to be consistent all throughout.
Yep. Actually, you discussed that very amazing point. He proved that you don't need to be a writer to be a storyteller.
Right, exactly.
Yes. I think it's also about, like, if someone is passionate about talking to people, if someone is passionate about talking to people, he would also passionate to hear them.
Yeah,
And if
right.
he or she hears them, so then he will also hear the famous one on the YouTube, the live Rashtra
Yes,
Mastri, and a lot of other people. And he or she
yes,
will also gain experience and the tricks, I would say, to how to present how to present myself in the front of people.
yes, yes.
Yep.
And I think, like I am also very nervous because it's my first virtual event. But, I think whatever, you think that it's a struggle, you should do it more. So that's how you can get rid of that fear. And, you can, slowly but surely you can excel in it, excel in anything you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Mhm. People, we are waiting for your questions. Put in the message section if you have any. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session. Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes more so that if they have, they can message.
Sure.
I got a very amazing question in my mind. I just hit that. And as a
Sure.
storyteller, as like you think of stories, like either it is of business or whatever field it is, a storyteller thinks a story. Do you ever run out of content?
Yeah, there's a term called writer's block. So yeah, that actually happens with I think most of the writers or storytellers. But there are many ways to address that. I mean, you can either take a break, or
Okay.
you can watch. I mean, consume content from different sources that you haven't tried yet. So that way, I think you can unlock that thing. I mean, if you are not getting any ideas, so you can start that again, restart the I mean, functioning of your brain, and
Mhm.
again you will come up with many ideas. So yeah, it happens with everyone, but it's not a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah,
You just have to do wake up, consume more content, and then write more content.
exactly. You never know when a good idea strikes you.
Hmm. And like if somebody observes very deeply, the influencers are also copy pasting others' content on their own platform.
Yeah,
Like if somebody made a reel on particular a topic, then another influencer will come and also make the reel on that particular topic.
right. That has been happening all through.
Yes. People are saying thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me here, Shaurya, and everyone for listening to me.
Yes. Let's wait for 1 more minute if they have any question. Otherwise, then we will wrap up the session.
Sure.
In fact, I see this session not as not as a seminar, not as an event. It's just like a discussion to me. Like
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
you have experience in writing, and I love storytelling and how people, how brand present themselves in front of people. So I in
right.
fact uh, love this session. Like I just love it. That's it.
That's actually, I mean, just talking to new people,
Hmm.
that's also a kind of, content consumption. So that way also, it will somehow help you become a good storyteller.
Hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
So yes, I think people don't have any other question. We can wrap up the session. Thank you very much, people, for joining in, for to listening us, and we will see you in the next event next week. Till then, keep networking, keep chatting, keep growing. And if you have any other question, I will attach a Sir's LinkedIn profile in the YouTube video description. You can find him there. Is it perfect, sir?
Yeah,
Can people chat you?
sure.
Yep, that's perfect. Thank you, people, for joining in, and thank you, sir, for providing a good amount of a huge amount of knowledge to our community. And in fact, I love this session very much because I can very much relate to storytelling, and I love this. Like
Same way, Shaurya.
I love how cred come up with the idea. Let's break the door. Let's break the mirror of the cars and make it
Yeah, that is
popular.
also a great example. I think someone from the audience asked it na, that a good storytelling
Give an
example. So yeah,
example of a brand storyteller. Yes.
yeah,
Yes, yes. I just love that. That's a one ad which I remember, and second one is of Nirma. Although it is
oh,
not, although it is not, I haven't seen it on TV because till my age it gone away. But I saw it
yeah,
on YouTube, and the
okay,
tune and the lyrics are in such a way that I still remember it.
exactly. It's really amazing.
Yes.